This paragraph, the phenomenal world, all about completes, a small incomplete within a large complete. Small completes exist in the whole complete, but completes are everything.
We are small complete. Janardhan is not here.
No, he said he couldn't come. He has a kind of a job tonight, playing in a band.
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. आचार्य सदस्यमान भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी प्रभुपाद की जय, अनंत कोटि वैष्णववृंद की जय, नामाचार्य श्रील हरिदास ठाकुर की जय, प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद से अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद की जय, श्री राधा कृष्ण गो गोपनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरिवर्धन की जय, वृंदावन धाम की जय, नवद्वीप धाम की जय, स्वामी तो भक्तवृंद की जय, और ग्लोरीज टू द Assembled Lord, all glories to the Assembled Lord, all glories to the Assembled Lord. Thank you very much.
All glories to Sri Guru and her honor.
Why is he sitting there? Come here. Om Akkan Triyan Sugyanan Nilakhayan Chakshur Militam Yena Sida Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manojishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutali Svayam Rupa Gadamayam Dadati Smadantiyam Paritrānāya sadhunām vināṣāya ca duṣkritān dharma samasthapanārthāya sambhavāmi yuge yuge. This verse we have been discussing that the Lord descends out of his own spiritual energy. He descends, appears. Yuge yuge sambhavami, in every millennium, and dharma samasthapanat. Two things are visible in his characteristics. One thing is Paritrānāya sadhuna. Those who are pious, following strictly the rules and regulation of particular type of scripture to protect such person and to vanquish duṣkrita, miscreants. Miscreants, who are miscreants? Miscreants means just like outlaw. A person may be very nice, well educated, or so many qualifications he might have. But if he is an outlaw, then all his qualification becomes damned. Similarly, duṣkritam, miscreants, outlaw, those who are not obedient to the laws of nature or laws of God. There is no difference between laws of nature and laws of God. Laws of nature means laws of God. Dharmantu sakshat bhagavat pranitam. Therefore, Bhagavad says that religious principles cannot be manufactured by any human being. It is the law of God. Therefore, one has to obey it. One cannot disobey. law of nature you cannot disobey. It will be enforced upon you. Just like law of nature, the winter season. You cannot change it. It will be enforced upon you. Law of nature, summer season. You cannot change it. Anything. Laws of nature, laws of God, the sun is rising from the eastern side and setting on the western side. You cannot change it. Anything. That we have to understand how laws of nature is going on. That is Krishna consciousness. To understand laws of nature, and as soon as I speak of laws of nature, we must accept that there is a lawmaker. Laws of nature cannot develop automatically. There must be some authority on the background. Bhagavad Gita therefore says in the 10th chapter that Maya dhakkena prahiti swate sacharacharam. Under my direction, superintendence, the material laws are working. The scientists, they are studying material laws, but they have no information of the lawmaker. They are surprised with the wonderful laws. Now, you can study your own body, how laws of nature is working under the direction of a living entity. You just try to understand your own body. You are eating, it is going to the stomach, and it is transforming into different secretion. Then it is pumped up to the heart, and in the heart it becomes reddish blood, and the blood is transfused or transported to different parts of the body through the veins. There is a big mechanical arrangement, undoubtedly. Every scientist or every sane man will admit. But it is just like a machine. It is just like a machine. Any machine you take, motor car, typewriting, whatever you have got experience, there are many in your country, it is machine country. So the construction of the machine may be very complicated, wonderful, very nice, everything is all right. But a living entity requires to pull on the button. Without pulling on the button, however nice arrangement may be in the machine, it cannot work. That is our experience, we cannot deny it. The wonderful machine working, now business machine, there are so many wonderful machines, they are working also. Sometimes calculating, brain is required, electrical brain is there. Everything is all right. But unless a man puts on the button, plugs the button, it cannot work. That thing is important. Similarly, the statement of Bhagavad Gita that maya dhakkena prakriti swate sa characharam, material world, this cosmic manifestation is working very wonderfully and controlling the moving and the not moving. We have got experience that's like we are moving, man, animal, but there are certain other things just like trees, mountain, they do not move. So moving or unmoving. But everyone is being controlled by the laws of nature. Characharam. Char means moving, achara means not moving. Hetunanena kontiya, because I am on the background, kontiya, my dear Arjuna, for this reason, hetunanena kontiya, maya dakshina prakriti svati sacharacharam, hetunanena kontiya, jagat viparivartate. Jagat, the progressive world, is parivartana, change. In so many ways, they are changed. This is a fact. Now, how you can deny the living force behind these gigantic mechanical arrangement? Call you material world, material machine, or whatever you may call. How you can deny? At least from your practical experience, you cannot deny. You may put some jugglery of words, but the actual fact is this. So duskritinam means a person who does not believe in this. They are called miscreants. Paritrana sadhanam vinashaya cha duskritam. So, God in His incarnation appears with two missionary purposes. One purpose is paritrana sadhana, just to protect the pious who are obedient to the laws of God or the laws of nature, and to vanquish persons who are disobedient. They are called duskritina. This duskritina or miscreant is described in another place also in the Bhagavad Gita. Namam duskritinam mudha prapadante naradhama. The purpose is, Krishna says that those who are miscreants, always disobeying the laws of nature, are always denying the prime factor behind the wonderful activities of nature. Such miscreants, naman mudha. Mudha means they are rascals. They will put so many theories that there is no God, and none of the theories are practical, neither they can prove it by experimental knowledge, still they will insist on. That is their business. And when somebody says, you prove it, the answer is, well, we are advancing, someday will come, we shall prove it. That's all. Someday will come. They do not understand the trust no future, however pleasant. Why you are expecting that someday will come when science will be perfect? Throughout the whole history of the human society, never it has been possible that one can give life. There is no such instance in the history. Janma mittu jara vyadhi dukkha dosanudarsana. The four principles are material inabilities, namely birth, death, old age and disease. Nobody has been able to check it in the past history of human society. And how you can believe that in future these problems, namely janma mrityu jara vyadhi, birth, death, old age and disease, will be solved by the advancement of science. So at least we cannot believe, and no sane man will believe it. That for those who are trying to defy the presence of God, saying God is dead, there is no God, and trying to prove by so-called scientific method there is no God, the matter is working out of its own way and things are taking place. There are so many theories. They are all classified as miscreants. Namang duskitanam mudha. Miscreants and mudha means rascal. Mudha, real meaning of mudha is ass. Ass has no knowledge, is working day and night, or very, but he does not know what for he is working. He has no ambition, he has no information. Where is the destination of perfection? Therefore, they are called mudha. Mudha means rascal. So, namang duskitanam mudha prapadante naradhama. Naradhama means lowest of the mankind. No prapadante, they do not surrender unto me, God. Namang duskitanam mudha prapadante naradhama. Now the question may be that why they do not surrender, why they do not believe in God, why they do not take to God consciousness or Krishna consciousness. They are very educated, advanced, they have got university degrees, but why they do not do it? They are supposed to be very culturally advanced. The answer is given there in the Bhagavad Gita. Maya punita jnana asuri bhavamasita. Because their intention is to deny God. Therefore, although they are very much advanced in so-called education, the effect of knowledge has been taken away by the illusory energy of Maya. The Maya has taken away the effect of knowledge. Just like we met some Indian gentleman while coming, I asked him, why don't you come to temple? Swamiji, I am searching after some employment. I have lost my employment. Just see, he has come from India, so about 15,000 miles away. And the problem is still unemployment. Why he has come here so far, distant? That means he is educated, otherwise this country would not allow him immigration. But the problem is there, unemployment. So there is very nice program here and proverb in Bengali. যদি যাও বঙ্গে কপাল যাবে সঙ্গে। That means wherever you go, your this fortune, generally when we speak of fortune, we touch our head. Sometimes we say, oh, it is my misfortune. That means fortune may be written here, it is said. So wherever you go, your this fortune will go with you. So how can you avoid? If you have got nonsense fortune, then it will go with you. Either you go to Canada, or you go to hell, or you go to heaven. The fortune will go with you. The Bhagavad says therefore, tasaiva heta prajateta kovid nalabhate jad bhamatam parjatha. You cannot change your fortune. That means, fortune means, you are, with this body, you have got certain amount of enjoyment and certain amount of distress. That is made already according to your past activities. That you can change. That's like due to some mistake, I may have some disease, infection. But there is medicine also to counteract that infection. That is possible. It is not that because I am misfortunate, it cannot be changed. It can be changed. Similarly, what should be my attempt? The attempt should be, according to Bhagavad, to understand the laws of nature or the laws of God and how it is working under His direction. That should be the attempt. You are making research, that's very nice, but your research is not complete because you take something halfway. This is the beginning of life, or this is the beginning of the creation. No. You have to go still further. Still go further. And science means you have to prove by experiment that this law is working like this, and therefore so things are happening like this. If you simply presuppose that here is the beginning, that is not perfect. The duskritana means that those who do not believe in the authority. So many things are there which is beyond our conception, beyond our understanding. Our senses are, and this instrument of acquiring knowledge are so imperfect that it is not possible simply by handling the present senses to understand the right knowledge. It is not possible. So, Srimad Bhagavad says, tasaiva heta prajateta kovida nalabhate jad brahmatam parajatha. Actually, an intelligent person is he who is trying to achieve that highest perfectional stage of life which cannot be achieved simply by touring different planets. Uparjatha. Now, we are trying to go to the moon planet or other planet. This is not new thing. It is very old attempt. Since there are human beings, we have got so many instances. But in the Bhagavad Gita, it is said that abrahma bhavana lokana puradavartinach. Even if you can go to the highest planet, which is called Brahma Loka, still the problems of life cannot be solved. four problems of life, birth, death, old age and disease, cannot be solved. Therefore our attempt should be, but we do not care for these problems. We have taken it, accepted that all right, we shall take birth, we shall die, we shall become old, we shall become diseased, doesn't matter. Still we are progressing. Just see, what is the progress? If you cannot solve these problems, then what kind of progress you are making? But they are satisfied. Yes, we are making progress. So, this is called Maya Aprita Jnana. They are not making any progress, even an inch, and still they are proud of their progressive knowledge. This is called Maya. Maya means what is not. Maya, Ma means not. Ya means this. This is Maya. He is thinking, the modern human society, they are thinking that advancing. But Maya, it is not. You are not advancing. What advancement you are doing? Your problem is, the primary problem is eating, sleeping, making and defending. That is not solved. Your problem is birth, death, old age and disease. That is not solved. Then what nuisance you are doing? You may in the name of progress. There is no progress. The real progress is to understand the laws of nature and how it is being conducted under the direction of the Supreme Lord. That is real progress. So, Bhagavad indicates the Saiva Heta Prajati the Kovida. Kovida means one who is actually intelligent. Not the mudha, rascals. Actually, one who is intelligent. He should try to solve the problems which is not possible to be done even if you travel over all the spaces up to the highest planet. Uparjadha. Uparjadha means upside all planets and downside all planets. There are millions of planets. If you travel, but these problems will, just like your fortune will go into your head. You may go to moon planet, but this head will go with you. Jadi jao bange kapal jave sange. So you cannot change. If you have to attain anything for real progress, then this is real progress. What is that? To know the supreme, absolute truth which is manipulating all activities. That is real progress. Bhagavad again says, Nate vidu sarthakating hi Vishnu. These rascals, they do not know where is the ultimate destination of his self-interest. Everyone is very much busy or very serious about his self-interest. Everyone. Just like this gentleman, he could not come to the temple because he is interested with his self-interest where to get the employment. But what is that real self-interest they do not know. This is temporary self-interest. But the real self-interest is Vishnu, the Supreme Lord, absolute truth. Nothing vidu. But modern education, and any education, modern or past, in the material world, those who are conditioned by the material laws, they do not know. So what is his ultimate destination of self-interest? Nate vidu, they do not know. Nate vidu sartha gatim hi Vishnu. Vishnu means the Supreme Lord, all pervading. Why? Durasaya. Durasaya means ill-conceived plan. They are thinking that they will be happy by planning in this material world. That is called durasaya. It will never be fulfilled. It will never be fulfilled. Durasaya. Dura means it is impossible. But they will not accept it. They will not. They are being knocked so many times. Failure, 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 failure. Still they will not accept it. Durasaya. Bahirarthamani. They are captivated by the glamour of this external energy. Bahirarthamani. Adhanta govi. And the main disease is uncontrolled senses. Adhanta. Adhanta means uncontrolled, unbridled senses. Because the senses being unbridled, they will not allow you to understand in cool head what is the problem. Adhanta govi, visatanta misram. Just like you are sitting on a car where the horses are unbridled and it is running on in great speed without your control, you do not know well when you will be in danger. You will be in danger, you are already in danger. Because the horses are unbridled, it is pulling you anywhere it likes. Similarly, our horses, the senses are called horses, it is being uncontrolled. Visudam Kamisram, it is going to the darkest region of hellish condition. Punah punah charita charvananam. And thus such persons are repeatedly chewing the chewed. One plan is made, that is frustrated, another plan again made, again frustrated, again plan made, again frustrated. But still they will go on plan making, but they will never accept the actual truth. Therefore, Bhagavad Gita says, Maya abhita jnana. Their knowledge has been taken away by the energy of Maya. Maya abhita jnana. Why Maya is taking away? Asuri bhavamasita. Because they have taken this principle to deny God. That's only for this reason, for this fault only, the Maya is acting so severely. Maya will never allow such person to understand the real thing. They will go on making plan making, it will be frustrated, again plan making, again frustrated, again frustrated. So this process is going on. Because they do not know that their self-interest is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Therefore, Krishna says that he comes, he descends with two purposes. Paritranam sadhanam, to give relief to the pious, to the righteous, and to vanquish the miscreants, and to establish the real religious principle. And what is the real religious principle? That is stated in the last instruction, Sarva dharman parityajya mamekam saranam. This is real religion. To surrender unto the Supreme Personality of God. That is. And this is done even by great philosopher He has to do that. Bhavanam janmanamante. But he is now mentally speculating to find out the absolute truth. But when his knowledge will be mature, Bhavanam janmanam, after many, many births of speculation, Bhavanam janmanamante jnanavan manga prapaddati. When he is actual in knowledge, he surrenders unto the Supreme Lord. Vasudeva Sarvamiti. Oh, Lord Krishna, Vasudev. Vasudev is everything. Samatma Sudhya. Such kind of great soul is very rare. But fortunately, we have got this instruction of Bhagavad Gita, and the teacher is Lord Chaitanya. If we follow these principles and try to understand it with all our knowledge, all our logic and argument, then our life is successful. Here is an opportunity, the movement of Krishna consciousness, and it is very easy. You simply sit down. If you don't like to come to this temple, it doesn't matter. And in your home only, you sit down with your friends, with your boyfriend or girlfriend or family members, children. You sit down and chant Hare Krishna. If you have got a nice musical instrument, it is all right. Otherwise, God has given you these hands, you can clap Hare Krishna. Very easy. Just try it. And you'll understand everything greatly. Chita Darpanavarjanam, by simply chanting Hare Krishna, gradually all coverings, all dust accumulated on the mirror of your and what are these activities? These five things are there. God, the living entity, the material nature, the time, and the activity. If you can thoroughly study these five principles, then you become perfectly advanced in knowledge and your life is successful. And all these will be possible simply by this chanting Hare Krishna, and when your mind will be cleansed, you will be able to understand the instruction of Bhagavad Gita automatically. These things are there. Thank you very much. Any question?
Swami, for my benefit, perhaps everyone else knows this, can you tell us briefly what you mean by infinite consciousness?
I have several times explained this Krishna consciousness. Again, I shall explain. It is a very nice question. You have got your consciousness. Is it right? Every one of us, we have got consciousness. Is that right? Now, this consciousness is eternal. This consciousness is not a result of the combination of matter. You cannot create consciousness by mixing so many chemicals or material things in the laboratory. That is not possible. This consciousness is eternal. How do you know it? Because we understand it from Bhagavad Gita. It is stated that Avinashi tu tad vidhi yena sarvamidam tatam. That thing which is spread all over your body. And what is that thing? This consciousness. You pinch any part of your body, you feel pain because the consciousness is there. So that thing, consciousness, Krishna says, the teacher of Bhagavad Gita, that is eternal. Eternal. Now, how it is eternal? When you were a child, the consciousness was there. Then he grew up to your boyhood, the consciousness was there. Then you are now young, the consciousness is there. And when you become old man like me, the consciousness will be there. Therefore, in spite of my changing different kinds of body, the consciousness is there. And when I shall change this body for another new body, this consciousness will go with me. And according to that consciousness, I will get a particular type of body. So, at the present moment, because we are changing different kinds of body, that means my consciousness is not pure. And we have to make our consciousness pure, which is technically called Krishna consciousness. And as soon as the consciousness is pure, you get your eternal existential life. That is the sum and substance of becoming Krishna conscious. And this movement is for that purpose, Krishna consciousness. You have any other inquiry about that?
Yes, Swami. You mentioned new bodies. Does this embrace reincarnation? That is, when we leave the physical body we have now upon death? You mean that the
Yes.
consciousness goes on?
Yes, this incarnation is going on every minute because you are changing your body. Imperceptibly, you are changing your body. That is a medical scientific point, that we are changing our body every second, every minute. This change, you call change, or you call transfer your identity from one body to another, it means the same thing. You see? So, similarly, the ultimate change of this body is called death. When this body is no more workable, then we transmigrate to another body. That body is offered to us according to our consciousness. That is explained in the Bhagavad Gita. Jang jang vapi smaran loke tajattanti kalevaram. At the time of death, the situation of your consciousness makes you ready for accepting a similar body. And if you quit this body in Krishna consciousness, then you get a body by which you can associate with Krishna. That is to be understood how it is possible. Therefore, the training should be Krishna conscious. Always in particular type of consciousness that we cannot deny. Now if we change our consciousness to Krishna type of consciousness or Krishna consciousness, that is perfection of God. The process is by chanting Hare Krishna, we keep always alive to Krishna consciousness.
Know how long it would take before anyone can achieve perfection? How many stages one must go through, or how many years, or how many centuries?
No, there is no such stereotyped rules that you have to do it for so many years, so many. It depends on your personal energy of progress. It is very simple to understand. Suppose a man is diseased, no doctor can guarantee that this will be cured in so many days. You see, it depends on the situation of the patient's condition and accepting the treatment. Similarly, it can be cured in 1 day, or it may not be cured in 1,000 days. That will depend on the patient. I've got instances that one got perfection in Krishna consciousness within a few seconds also. That is also possible. Because it is spiritual. It does not depend on any material rules and regulations. It depends on my seriousness. Just like in the Bhagavad Gita, we have got instruction by Lord Krishna, Sarva dharman parityajya mamekam saranam vraja. Aham tam sarva papibha mokhishyami ma sucha. My dear Arjuna, you just surrender unto me and I take charge of you and make you free from all reaction of your past activities. So if we seriously surrender to God or Krishna, then immediately our desire is fulfilled. Immediately. But we are not prepared. That is the difficulty. Maya will instruct me. Why? Why is that surrender? That's it. So it depends on me how long it will take to cure this disease. Therefore, in the Srimad Bhagavatam, it is said, Savai pumsa paro dharma jato bhakti radhokhaja. That type of religion is perfect, by which one can surrender or can be inclined or develop love of God. That's all. It does not mention which religion you shall accept. You accept any religion. The test is perfection of that religious procedure, whether you have developed ecstatic love for God. If you have achieved that, then that religious principle is first class. Savai pumsa parodha. Paro means transcendental, first class. Jato bhakti, by executing which you can have develop Krishna consciousness or God consciousness. And that process is called ahoituki, without any reason, apratihata, and it cannot be checked by any material condition. If somebody thinks that, well, I have been sinful for so many years, and even if I surrender to the God, it will take so many years. No, it is not like that. The surrendering process, if it is perfect, the result is immediately perfect. Ahitati apratiyata. Jayatma suprasidati. And by such Krishna consciousness, development of Krishna consciousness, one's mind becomes fully satisfied. Jahatma suprasidati. Prasidati means satisfaction, fully satisfied. Every one of us are trying to satisfy, to become satisfied. That is possible by attaining full Krishna consciousness.
What happens to the miscreants?
Eh?
What happens to the miscreants when they are vanquished?
Mystic.
What happens to the miscreants when they are vanquished?
Don't you see how many miscreants are suffering? Even you go to the law court, you see how they are suffering. Somebody is putting into jail for so many years, somebody is being ordered to be hanged, somebody is being ordered to be whipped, and so many things are happening. And then you see so many animal life. There are 8,400,000 of different species of life. They are suffering. The tree, if you get the body of a tree, you stand up for 10,000 of years in one place. And we have got experience when teachers punishes us, stand up on the bench. And for a few minutes we become disturbed. Sir, please excuse me, I shall not do this. Now, if you have to stand up for 10,000 of years in one place, you see, these are the punishment to the miscreants. So, this human body is the only opportunity to understand all these things and make your life successful, so that you may not come again for standing up for 7,000 years or 10,000 years. But the miscreants will not believe this. They think a tree, it is another thing. I am perfect. He does not know that every chance there is that you also become a tree. These are practical examples you can study. By nature study, you can understand how the miscreants are punished. But unfortunately, we have become so dull that even by seeing or by hearing, we do not believe them. That's it. Just like a thief, he sees personally that a man who has committed theft is taken away by the police to the custody, to the prison. He is seeing that. And he has heard the law that any man who steals, he will be punished. He has heard it and he has seen it. Still he commits sin and theft. Why? He is seeing and he is hearing. In both ways he is understanding, but still he is committing theft. That means his heart is not pure. So the first thing is to make one's heart purified. And this is the process. Cetadatpanam marjanam. Parang vijayati Sri Krishna Sankirtan. By simply chanting, without paying any price, without any loss on your part. Please try to chant this Hare Krishna and see the result. It is so nice movement. Take it very seriously that here is an animal, here is a tree, and they have also got life. They are also living entities, as we are. Simply, it is different body. That's all. He has got that sort of body, I have got this sort of body. But the demands of the body are there. Even in cats and dogs, the eating, sleeping, mating and defending, there is 4 symptoms of life. The cat also, a dog also eat, we also eat. They also sleep, we also sleep. They have their sex desires, we have got our sex desire. We want to defend from any enemies, they also want to defend from enemies. Similarly, in every species of life we will find these 4 principles existing. How you can say that you are better than him? You are better than him when you understand how the laws of material nature is working, so that one has become tree to stand up for 10,000s of years, and I have got all freedom to move and to make agitation, to go to the school, colleges, take education, advancement of knowledge. And that is the difference between tree and me. So far necessities of the body, material body is concerned, the demand is there, demand is here. You can excel from that type of body by this body simply by understanding, by advancing in knowledge. And the perfection of knowledge is to know who is God. Or where is God? That is perfection. So long one does not understand what is God or the absolute truth, by whom everything is being emanated, the knowledge is imperfect. Knowledge is not finished. That's what Bhagavad Gita says, Bhavanam Janmanam. After many, many births of cultivating knowledge, one comes to the understanding of accepting God is the prime source, fountainhead of everything. That is perfection. At the present moment, people are denying the existence of God, or they are thinking that God is there. That means imperfection of knowledge. They have to still make progress to the perfectional point. And that test is to understand here is God and He is the fountainhead of everything. That perfection of knowledge we will have simply by reading uh, any scripture you can read, the same conception is there. But in the Bhagavad Gita, it is more clearly explained so that you can understand with all reason, arguments and scrutiny. It is not dogmatic. That is the beauty of Bhagavad Gita. Just like in some dictionary, the word is explained in one word. In some dictionary, it is explained that the history of this word is like this word can be explained like this, like that. Some pages are there. Similarly, so far, dictionary, the small pocket dictionary is also dictionary. And that Webster's International Big Dictionary, that is also dictionary. The difference is that the International Dictionary you get details of one word. Similarly, any scripture is perfectly giving direction towards understanding what is God. But actually, how God is great, how He is working, how His laws are working, all these things you can find in the Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam. श्रीमद् भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी प्रभुपाद की जय, अनंत कोटि वैष्णववृंद की जय, नामाचार्य श्रील हरिदास ठाकुर की जय। प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद की जय। श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण को गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरिवर्धन की जय। वृंदावन धाम की जय, नवद्वीप धाम की जय, गंगा माई की जय, यमुना माई की जय, तुलसी देवी की जय, भक्ति देवी की जय, स्वामी भक्तवृंद की जय। All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. Thank you.
Glory to Sri Guru